Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hippo Hut. I'm gonna turn on some music right now. My name is Zachopotamus, in case you're new around here, and you've never heard my voice before. Uh, Today we are playing The Sims 4. We are going to be continuing our Not So Berry Challenge, which we do every Tuesday, usually. Um, let's just get right into it. So this is our Rose Gen Sim. Her name is Hannah. Last name Barrier. It's like Derriere, but with a B. Um, so kind of like their name means berry butt. So there's that. Um, but yeah, Hannah is our Rose Gen Sim. She has finished all of her part of the challenge, which is fantastic. This is her husband, Gavin Richards. They got married in our last episode because Hannah's an elder now, and that's how it works in her generation. And this is their daughter, Amber. Excuse me. I just turned into a 65-year-old woman. Um, Not even that, like 85. No offense if you are a woman between the ages of 65 and 85. Anyway, oh, and this is our house. I made this house with Little Simsies Spooky Shell for October 2021. It's a Victorian style kind of thing. We live in Strangerville. If you've never seen this area before, this is part of Strangerville, which comes with the Strangerville game pack. Actually a pretty good pack if you don't own it already. I would recommend it. There's probably other game packs I would buy first if you don't own any, but Strangerville is a good one. Especially if you like to build in the Victorian style. Strangerville has some really great doors and windows, like these windows and these doors. And these arches. I think all of the windows and doors in this house are from Strangerville, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look again. Yeah, all of these windows and doors are from Strangerville. And these columns and this fence and this railing, there's actually a lot of build stuff that comes with the game pack. The main part of the house facade that is not Strangerville is the color of the house, I believe is base game. And then these columns on the sides that like make the accents, those are from Get Together. Anyway, let's focus on Amber's goals for Yellow Gen. Let me link the rules in chat. If you ever need to know about the rules for this challenge, you can type !NSB in chat, and Moobot will give you a big-ass paragraph about what we're doing, which I need to fix because it says we're still doing Gen 2. We're on to Gen 3. We're doing Amber stuff now, so... Let me look at the rules. I know we need to master rocket science and handiness. We need to complete this aspiration. We need to become an astronaut. Okay. Since she's still a teenager, let's just focus on her aspiration. She needs to achieve level 6 logic skill. Her homework, We can kind of ignore that right now. Get over here and play Chet Samber. Look at all this food. Okay, she's getting food. Would it let me use that emote? Will it? Can I see if it's gone through? It will! Okay, so, our new bit emote has gone through the Twitch pipeline. Here it is, you guys. This is the Bit Birdie. You can acquire this emote if you donate 1,000 or more bits to the channel. I don't know if the sound alert extension things count for that, by the way, so really sorry if you played a lot of those and that's not counting towards your total bit contribution, because that's technically an extension. It's not direct bits to the channel. Like, the people who make the extension get like 20% of your bits, just putting that out there, if you did not know. So that might not count. But yes, you have to donate 1,000 or more bits and you'll get this. That is the minimum amount Twitch will let me do. I can't put it down lower. And that is, you can't see it very well, but of course nobody has 6 months subscription yet. So I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. But this emote does somewhat relate to the 6-month subscriber badge. We'll see if it's even like visible when somebody gets to that point, but I thought since the birdie isn't really like a hippo, it shouldn't be with the general like emotes. So I thought, Bit Birdie. Because I didn't know what the heck to do for a bit emote. I honestly don't know how I feel about them in general. I mean, it's great for people to support the channel by donating bits, but how Twitch charges you for bits is not the greatest deal ever. Like, I'm just gonna be honest there. She reached logic level 5. She can collect fossil samples and analyze them under a microscope. Hey Amber, you can get some food now. And honestly, the best way, if you want to support the channel monetarily, other than subscribing, I think is to donate directly to my PayPal. There's a link on the browser version of Twitch. For some reason, it doesn't show up on the mobile version of Twitch. Yeah. That is never required. I will never make that a requirement for anything either. What the heck was going on there? Brown Rooster is thinking of leaving soon due to inadequate care. Okay, Gavin, you need to get out there. You're just out here talking to your wife and your child. You need to feed these chickens. Let's go. Dude, cat, no. Lecture about eating human food. Okay, the cat has learned not to eat people food that didn't take much effort. I mean, I'm glad about it, but I'm a little bit surprised. We lectured her about this like one time in her entire life, and she's like, oh dear, I won't ever do that again. How are those chickens? They were starving to death. Oh my goodness. There are 6 eggs ready to collect. Gavin, don't go to bed. Collect the eggs. Are any of them hatchable? Okay, so the hen is named Elvira, but we don't have a name for the rooster yet. Anybody can think of a name for a rooster? He's brown. Looks like this. 6 eggs were collected. 2 of them are hatchable eggs. We're gonna have 2 more chickens. They are normal quality. No, that one's poor. One is normal quality, one is poor quality. Okay, we got 4 normal eggs. Not that we really need them, but... Okay, Gavin, try to fix the sink, please. Hannah went to bed. What is Amber doing? She's going all the way upstairs to wash her hands. It's not that important. Just go to bed. It's 3 in the morning. You have school. Oh, if it wasn't clear earlier, I don't think I have actually said it, but Amber is our yellow gen. Rose gen is only allowed to have 1 child, so Amber by default is our yellow gen. I don't think there's any restrictions on how many children Amber can have. Let me check that again. No, there's not. Okay. Amber can have as little or as many children as we want. Gavin, fix the sink. He's going to bed. That's fine. So what day in fall is it? Oh shoot, I don't remember what day I usually do it on. I was gonna add Spooky Day, like Halloween, but I think we might have passed the day I usually do it on. I'll do it next time. School starts soon. Oh, Hannah's gonna go work. Yeah, let's go to work. I'm just gonna let her sleep until school. She didn't do her homework yesterday, so whatever. Whatever. What's she doing? She's updating her social media status. Does she have a social media profile? Oh yeah, okay. She has over 200 followers now. Good for Hannah. Seems like a low amount for a politician, but, you know, it's whatever. Gavin have work today as well? He does not. Okay, Hannah's off to work, Amber's off to school. I'm gonna wake Gavin up. I know his energy's not full, but he needs to go to the bathroom. Okay, he needs to write books for work. Yeah, he can work on a book for a little bit. Start writing another science fiction book. He's just washing his hands. He'll be down in a second, guys. There he is. Lender's game? Yeah, sure. What is happening? Amber was caught using her phone to look up answers during a quiz today. She got sent to the office. Retake the test with no phone, or a failed quiz should do it. Honestly, having conflict resolution as an astronaut is probably a good thing, because, like, you're gonna be alone a lot with people. Take the test with no phone. Amber's responsibility fell out of range. That's fine, we can work that back up real easy. She's still got 10 days until she ages up into a young adult. Now that Amber gets pretty good grades, some bullies have been picking on her lately. Should she confront them with a witty comeback or ignore them and hope they'll pick a different target? Ignore them. It always works. Eventually they get bored and move on to a different target. Yep. That is how the bullying usually goes. Conflict resolution is okay. It's not as good as I'd like, but we can maybe get it better. It's kind of a hard one to do. What do you need to do again? Parents can teach to say sorry. I think she's too old for that. Trying to help fix bad relationships will also increase. Oh, they can increase their conflict resolution by being apologetic or reconciling arguments. Declaring enemies or despising Sims can negatively impact it, as well as fighting or arguing. What are you doing, Gavin? React to first snow. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Dude, he really just did plant these all on his own. There's more flowers out here because of, well, seeds. I don't know if they're flowers, but the gnomes put them there on Harvest Fest. Okay, this song is a little loud for my brain. Sorry if that's too quiet for you guys, but I cannot think with that blaring. I guess I could have just turned down my headphones. And then it wouldn't be as loud for me, but it would still be the same for you guys. So yeah, let me know if it's too quiet. I can turn it back up. Nah, we don't want to party. Look at this guy, he's possessed. What are his pants? Like, his pants are the stranger thing about him to me. And those shoes. Not only is he possessed, his outfit is a total disaster. Poor man. Anyway, let's get back to that book. Is the maid, like, still here? Yeah, okay. He's actually working today. Our house isn't really a mess anyway, but... Yumiko Yoshida. Why is she wearing a wrestling mask? I feel like trying something new and exciting, something like changing careers. What do you think? I don't remember who you are or what you do, so... You should follow your heart and do whatever you want. Okay, Gavin finished his book. We have met a lot of people. We're a politician. I can't remember them all, okay? Had to get votes from like 20 people. For me, that's a lot of people. Achieve level 10, writing skill, complete 3 bestsellers. See, what kind of sucks about that is they have to be bestsellers that you've done since this stage started. And he's written like 2 already, but they don't count. Okay, Amber's gonna be home in a couple minutes. Hopefully faster than that, because I did put it on 3, but it doesn't really go that fast, does it? That cat has the zoomies. I've never seen a cat chase its own tail. I've seen dogs do it, not a cat in real life. Only in this game. Yumiko was calling again. Remember that job we talked about it? I got it. Wow, that was fast. Anna has learned that Yumiko is a shelf stalker at the Buy Mart Shack Company Incorporated. Okay. I don't remember what Yumiko did before, so... If Yumiko was unemployed before, that's nice. But if they quit a really nice job to do that, that kind of sucks. Amber's responsibility is arranged and responsible. She came home with a school project. And is also home from work. Amber has a B. What is the project? We already have one right here. What is this? It's a volcano project. What's this one? It's a robotics project. I feel like that might do handiness as well as robotics. So let's pull that one out and do it. Except for being sad, she's got good needs and everything, so I'm just have her start. Mom needs to do her mirror thing. Where is it? There it is. But after that, she can help. The programming skill. I guess that makes sense. It's not what I was expecting. For some reason. Hannah has to do this thing in the mirror because she is famous and she got the, I'll just show you guys. The Vane Street quirk. She has to look at herself in a mirror every now and then, or she becomes tense. Which, I mean, I think it really fits with her personality and being a politician and everything. So I've left it alone. Okay, Dad, you can come help as well. Why did we not get credit? Oh, that's a different one. Never mind. And I also acquired programming. We're all learning programming today. As a family. Wait, did Gavin already know programming? Yeah, he did. Okay. Wait, what? That was very delayed. I thought he already had it. Amber reached programming level 2. Holy moly. Is that from being mentally gifted that she's learning this so fast? We made a little robot. It's a good quality. Connor is calling to chat. Yes, we'll chat with Connor. Which, by the way, you guys, I went ahead and played with Connor off stream. I realized Connor was like super duper broke, so I didn't think it'd be that fun to play on stream. But he got with this woman. I don't remember if they got married or not now, but self-sufficiency received the most votes. I don't think that's what we were wanting, but that's not terrible. Anyway, Connor got with this woman. I can't remember if they got married, and they had a baby. His name is, shoot, what is his name? Does he show up in this tree? No, he does not. Oh, his name is Kiyoshi. That's right. His name is Kiyoshi. Right now he is a baby, I think. And nobody from this part of the family has met him. But Connor and his family are set to be aging, so become a toddler eventually. Okay, the Sims are just kind of... Okay, no. Gavin, you're not doing that. You're gonna go back to practicing your writing to get level 10. You're gonna let Amber take a shower? Because, oh my gosh, look at her freaking hygiene right now. No, none of the emotions we can get from the shower would help the skills we need. Because I think all the skills Amber needs do better when you're focused. And there's no focused shower. Nope, we're not going to the festival. We are busy right now. We're trying to max out Gavin's writing skill. Oh my god. What are you doing? I can't lecture this cat about anything right now. I feel like this behavior it's engaging in should be something I could lecture. Woohoo with Gavin, oh my goodness. Oh, it's Gavin that's throwing down all the flirty. Wait, where did it go? We didn't woohoo with him. What happened? Why did the whim disappear? I swear I pinned it. Did I actually click the X? What happened? Man, I ate dinner already, but all of a sudden I'm like super hungry. Wait, what? She's asking her mom advice from over there. On the other side of the house. Texting, emergency. Maybe they missed the first... No. Wait for them to respond. Manners are fine. Manners is like OP if you want to make friends. Well, she's going to sleep now. That sudden urge to woohoo vanished for some reason. Kind of concerning. Who is calling now? Would you be interested in making a generous donation to charity? Who is this lady? Yeah, sure. Is that somebody we actually know? I don't think it is. Well, she got a sentiment about her mom. Friendly advice. This is not instrumental. This is not instrumental either. My dudes who make this playlist, when you use the word instrumental, it makes me think that none of the songs are gonna have words in them. Because that's kind of what instrumental means. So when there are songs with words in them, I get a little bit upset. I feel like I have been catfished by your title. Win a game of chess. She still needs to work on her logic skills. Let's go do that. Yeah, Gavin's way too tired for chess. The parents are showing their age right now. They're going to bed at 9 o'clock. And Gavin's not even that old. What is this? Oh yeah, I put Science Layer on the lot to help her get logic and rocket science faster. I'm assuming Mentally Gifted is helping with this also. So, very glad I went through the effort of completing that childhood thing. It'd been nice if we had gotten that done for Hannah, but I wasn't able to get it. So close. Okay, she should definitely get level 6 before she has to go to sleep. Oh, Connor's over. See, how come he can just come in our house? He has a key and everything. And he just comes in our house like he's supposed to. But so many of our kids and 100 Baby don't just walk in. They just stand out there all day. What is that? That's one of Merc's emotes. My lord. I'm surprised it's not like a default Twitch one. Amber reached logic level 6. Okay, oh wow. Okay, nerd brain. Come at me. What the heck? Achieve level 5 handiness skill. Own a rocket ship and launch or upgrade a rocket 5 times. It just totally flipped the switch on us, you guys. Like, it was all like logic. You need handiness now. The heck? That's kind of wild. I like that it switches it up. Is there nothing in there? Oh, Amber doesn't have any cooking skill, does she? She's at level 1. Okay, I'm gonna have her make something just for herself. I'm gonna have her make a salad for herself. She's gonna need to learn to cook. But let's not push it too far. We don't need the house to burn down. Oh, Hannah's awake? I guess Hannah could have made something, but it's too late now. It's Connor. I'm gonna ask Connor about... Actually, can I just open his profile? It doesn't say he has a spouse. I think him and that lady are just engaged. I don't think they actually got married. Did he develop hobbies and skills? I don't remember. Let's ask. I think he might have developed some preferences since the last time that we saw him. He's also lost some weight. He's been working out. No, he did not develop anything new. Can we congratulate him on his recent child? We can discuss him expanding his family even more. I don't want to do that. Give him cooking tips, yes. Wait, what happened? What the heck? Now her whim to woohoo with Gavin is back, and it's pinned. What the hell? What the fresh hell is happening in my game right now? This cat needs to get off this freaking counter, I swear to God. Where are all these cat? Where's this cat? Oh. Cat has learned to not jump on counters. Thank you. What is happening right now? Connor is just grabbing a drink from our fridge, like he owns the place. Does Hannah have gourmet cooking as well? No, she does not. She's got a decent life ahead. Let's work on that. Cook a gourmet meal. Let's make... We can make lactose-free fruit and yogurt parfait. We don't have a vegetarian in this house, I don't think. All this stuff is vegetarian safe though, so it does not matter. Let's do garlic noodles. What's happening to Connor? There we go. Amber's going to sleep, I think. Yes. See how Hannah does at the gourmet cooking. Acquired the gourmet cooking skill. Doesn't look like she's doing very well. Wait, does this count for cooking, like, preference, whatever? Is there not a specific, like, gourmet cooking? Yeah, it says I love cooking from liking cooking. Interesting. Can we get at least normal quality? Yes, we got normal quality. Is this full? No. It's an empty glass. Okay. I didn't know if it was a glass of water or what. Oh, it's whatever Connor just had. I'm waking up Gavin. Needs to go shower. Okay, Connor's leaving. Bye, Connor. Go admire yourself in this mirror. Yep, don't worry about the dishes. Hannah, you have a maid. Okay, I'm gonna get Gavin to go here. Cat is like, pay attention to me. I think we probably have time to give the cat a pet. Gavin, don't do it. I know you're hungry, don't go get the food right now. Nope. I'm stopping you right now. You can get food after. I'm not losing this buggy woohoo whim. Hello? There he goes. Make sure they actually get in there, okay. Hello, kitty. Again, we have words. Okay, they're done. Gavin, are you getting food? You can get food now. Let's kiss Gavin. It's fine. How's Amber? But yeah, she needs that sleep before school, for sure. Hopefully doing the project will, like, matter more than not doing homework. Okay. Gavin doesn't work again today. He can just work on his books. Oh, he doesn't have a book, right? He is flirty. He could start a romance novel. I think those make a bit more money. Again? Did we write one with this title already? Moonlight over Forgotten. Oh. There's only one G in Forgotten. Forgotten. Is it hollow with an O or with an A? Whatever. I hope it's with an O. Moonlight over Forgotten Hollow. We're gonna go to work. School and work starts in an hour for the ladies. Okay, we can play with the cat. Let's go. Who has a decent relationship with this cat? Okay, Hannah does. I was about to say. Nobody's, like, actually really good friends with this cat. Amber's kind of okay with the cat. But Gavin and the cat don't seem to get along very well. Okay, Forgotten Hollow is spelled with an O. I just googled it. So I looked out there. Okay, they are off. Amber got her credit for her project. Oops. She went up to excellent performance, so hopefully that works out. Let's get him even more inspired by looking at art on the web. No, Gavin, keep away from that freaking bar, you maniac. Oh, he ate a meal that wasn't excellent. I didn't remember he had that quirk. He's famous as well from his writing, and he has the refined palate quirk, so if he eats a meal that's not excellent, he gets upset. Okay, the inspiration has been cemented for a while. Let's resume our romance book. Hannah has been assigned an intern to train and manage. How should she handle her intern? Assigned to coffee duty. She got medium performance gain. Royalties, they have come in for the day. He's almost at that 25,000. He wants to write a sci-fi novel now. Okay. When you're done with your romance novel, you can write a sci-fi novel. Yes, didn't we have... There it is, Tugging Heartstrings Like a Puppeteer. I knew we already had one with that title. Okay, our new book is done. Excellent. start on a sci-fi novel. Because that's what Gavin wants to do. Okay, the cat is complaining. Just let us get this book started, cat, and we'll pay you. Aliens don't need sunglasses. That's perfect. Okay, that book is officially started since it has a title now. Let's pet the cat. I'm pretty sure if you don't let it get to that pop-up, the book doesn't actually, like, officially start being written, so you can't resume it. Okay, cat petted. It's still complaining. What else do you need? Why can't I ask it? What's wrong? Give it a treat. So I have no idea what's wrong with this cat. Your food is full. You have a laser litter box, so it never gets messy. I don't know what you want from me, cat. I just petted you. That not enough? Sims pets are super demanding. My cat could care less. Or couldn't care less. Oh, how are the chickens? I keep neglecting the chickens. Elvira is very hungry. Okay. Go scatter some feed for the chickens then. She's spending all her time brooding on that egg, not eating as well. Oh shoot, the noodles. Those aren't going to stay good for very much longer. Is Elvira coming out? Come out, what? The cat just teleported. I've never seen a cat teleport before. Hello, kitty. If you mess with these chickens, I will be very upset. We're gonna have 2 baby chickens soon. Okay, let's go back to our book. But yeah, chickens are so easy compared to, like, llamas. I still haven't played with cows, so I can't comment on cows, but chickens are so much easier. You don't have to be friends with your chicken to get eggs. Your eggs maybe will come out better if you're friends with your chicken, but you don't need to be friends with the chicken. Like, you apparently need to be friends with the llama, or it will let you shear it, and it takes so much effort to become friends with the llama. It's silly. There's probably a mod out there where you don't have to be friends with the llama. Okay, they said they fixed the shadows on some stuff from Blooming Rooms. They apparently did not mean this this object. And that's why I don't have the walls up very often. The egg that was incubated in the coop is ready to hatch. Oh my lord. Wait, we're not doing that with Gavin. We're gonna do that with somebody else. Amber still has a bee at school. It's fine. That's a-okay. She's enraged. Mom is tense. you're hiring a repair person for the house. Okay, that phone is super orange. I'm gonna change it, I think. Because we are gonna have an orange gen at some point for the challenge. But that also seems like the closest one to being yellow. Maybe this one? That seems very green. You seem very green. Oh, that looks kind of yellow. Okay. We'll see the next time she pulls out her phone. I can make her do something on the phone. Let's have her call her Uncle Connor. So we can see her phone. Yes, that's much better. Okay. Gavin finished his book? Okay. How did that turn out? It is excellent. Okay. There you go. You now have excellent meals, Connor. Or Connor. Gavin. Too many Sims. Oh, that bite completely ruins the texture, doesn't it? What are the little green things? Scallions? The description says something about Chinese cuisine, but I'm sure there are, like, other versions of this dish, like, you know, there's probably Japanese and Korean and other culture versions. Versions of it in other cultures, that's what I'm trying to say. Hannah, you can go to bed. She's going to bed at 7 p.m. Wow, she is old. It's like when my grandma goes to bed. My grandma's 90. Well, she's gonna be 90. Eliza Pancakes is wondering if I want to go over to her house and hang out. No, we do not. Okay, this neighbor says they have a gift for us. Hideki Saito? Hideki? So sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. My Japanese is terrible. Okay, the repair person came and fixed everything. Gavin is taking a nap at like 8 o'clock. Nah, you can just, like, go to sleep. What is this gift? One DJ Candy. What the hell is that? It's a My Sims trophy? Okay, I don't... What? Why is this adult man just coming in and giving my teenage daughter a My Sims trophy? That's creepy as all hell. I don't like that. Stop trying to, like, groom my daughter with your random gifts, dude. Like, go away. Some strange man I've never met before just walks into my house and gives my teenage daughter a gift? That's creepy as hell. I'm assuming that's part of eco lifestyle stuff because that's never happened to me before. And that pack is new to me. If that's something people have complained about, I totally understand, because that's weird. Like, just random people you never met coming into your house to give you gifts? Like, why? Do you do that in real life? Do you just randomly go to somebody's house and give them a gift? And like, it said something about being our neighbor, but I'm pretty sure that guy does not live in Strangerville. Appreciate your kindness. We never met this person. How can you appreciate our kindness and friendship if we've never met you before? That doesn't make any sense. Is that somebody Hannah met and got the vote from or something? It always trips me out when it's got the sentiment icon. Oh, this is the lady. This is the lady that Connor's with, Manahara. What's that guy's name? Hideki? Or something? This guy. Okay, Hannah does know this guy. Okay, so he's not a total stranger. My mistake. But still. If he knows Hannah and is friends with Hannah, why is he giving a gift to Amber? Or does it just pick somebody random in your household? It should be the person that they're friends with, I would think. It's like, look, she's not friends with him. Why can't we open his profile? She can't open his profile because they've never actually met. That's what it is. So she has this relationship bar with him already, and she's never actually, like, properly been introduced to him. That's really kind of weird. Like, you know you like this person, but you don't, like, actually know who they are. Technically. How does that work? Like, I can get how that works in, like, an online kind of relationship or, like, parasocial thing. Like, you're watching somebody online, like, content creator on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and you really like them, but you don't, like, properly know them. But, like, with somebody you have met in person, that seems really weird. I try to avoid the usage of the term real life, by the way. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. It's become super widespread in our culture to use the term in real life when you're referring to stuff that is happening offline or in person. And I much prefer the term in person because stuff that is happening online is still in real life. It's not fictional. Like, I am streaming this game not in some fictional online world. It is in real life right now. I'm a real person. You don't know me in a fictional world. You know me over the internet. There's a difference. And I think that the phrase is problematic as well because it minimizes responsibility for people's actions on the internet, which is really problematic for obvious reasons because that is the #1 reason we have trolls and all those kind of people. Because people don't feel any sense of responsibility for their actions online, which they should. But the reason they don't is because there's not as many consequences. At least not now. There probably will be in the future. I mean, lots of people complain about like cancel culture or whatever, but like, it's literally just people facing consequences for their behavior in a public sphere. Like, if you're gonna do stuff in a public sphere, you should maybe, just maybe, um, control yourself. And not say things that are super offensive. Oh. Because there's this thing about words. Like, people today don't take words seriously enough. It's really quite sad. I've learned a lot about Buddhism and quotes of the Buddha, because it's a religion that I identify with. I wouldn't say I am a Buddhist necessarily, but like, Buddhist beliefs are something that I can relate to. And something that the Buddha said is that words have the power to destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change the world. I might have messed up that phrase, but that's basically the same thing that he said. And, you know, that's very true. Like, most things Buddha said are true. He had a deep understanding of the human condition. That's not to say that you shouldn't ever be critical of people. Like, if people are doing something that is wrong, you should definitely be critical of that. But, like, you don't necessarily have to be super nasty about it. Like, if you want to be critical of somebody's work, like a game or something, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a constructive way, like, but it also doesn't have to be mean. Like, you don't need to be all like, F you guys, you're so dumb, blah blah blah, why can't you make a better game, blah blah blah. But you can be like, this game is bad, blah 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 blah, without offering solutions to make it better. Like, that's fair. Like, if you're not a game developer or whatever, I think it's a bit much to ask that you come up with ways to make the game better as part of your criticism. But like, don't be vitriolic about it and like go after people who make the game on a personal level. School for Amber starts in an hour. Hannah has the day off. She's the national leader. She has 3 days off per week. Imagine if the president just had the day off. I don't think that's how it works. Now, if she was a senator, I'd believe it. Also, I realize this has words. I really wish that people who title playlists would not lie to me. Okay, we're changing the playlist itself. I can't take it anymore. It literally is called copyright-free instrumental. Okay, in the description, to be fair, it says most of these songs are purely instrumental. But I've included some good no copyright songs with lyrics as well. Why, though? Why? If you're going to title it instrumental, why are you including stuff with vocals? Give me 100% or don't give me it at all. That's what I say. Okay, Hannah, you get your way. Oh my god, game. Can I click Hannah and not the floor? Thank you. Somebody did not finish their fish. Who did it? I think it was Amber. Why didn't you eat your fish, girl? Man, how long does Hannah have left to live? It's probably like 5 days or so. Cook pet food? Nah, that's way too much effort. Oh, we did a bestseller? Twilight Avenue is a bestseller? I am shooketh. Okay, let's work on his next book, shall we? Let's do a fantasy book. Rough-hewn sword maidens and brawny warrior men? What? Okay. It's an interesting title. You can't chat with people on that computer. Gavin's using that computer. Yeah, play the piano, you crazy lady. Oh, phone call. Teacher had to break up a fight between Amber and another student in the hall today. What should we do? They both affect conflict resolution. Have them work it out. That one decreased empathy. Hannah reached piano level 5. She can now play romantic songs and can listen and learn from other pianists who are more skilled. That second part is kind of interesting. Romantic. All my hearts for Bella meant Sims relationship bits. For Bella. Oh wow, look how much money Moonlight over Forgotten Hollow makes. 318 simoleons a day. The piano over the background music is kind of cool. That was excellent. Okay, let's do another one. All my hearts. Oh, I thought that song was going somewhere completely different. It was like ooh bop bop, ooh bop bop. It reminded me of a song Rose was doing in the Golden Girls. Something happened over here. What happened? You haven't finished this book, okay. You can go pay attention to the cat. Go pet the cat. Okay, we'll max out that writing skill yet. What is it at? It's so close. I'm gonna have him go practice writing. Today's mail has been delivered. It's bills. 5,000 simoleons. That's nothing. Gavin reached writing level 10. He can now write biography and mentor other Sims in writing. Writing level 10. He's gonna work in an hour. That's fine. Go get some food. What? No, he'll have a lunch break, won't he? Save my food. Nope. Get yourself upstairs and take a bath. What has she got? Sentiment with somebody? Oh, is she not friends with this guy anymore? And they have a personal rift. Okay. That one happens when you have somebody with the people person lifestyle. Every time somebody's not their friend anymore, they get a personal rift. Maybe not every time, but like a lot. A hydrate, okay. I'm literally about to go on break, but I did it anyway. No, we're not getting a pet ball. Woohoo with Hannah! Oh. Okay, Gavin's off to work. I wish that he wouldn't lose his glasses when he goes to work, but he does. How are the chickens? Oh my gosh, the camera needs to calm the heck down. These are new babies. There's a rooster and a hen. We don't need a second rooster. For me, I've been having lots of bugs with the chickens where they like reset their age. I haven't yet to have a chicken die of old age, so I imagine that's probably gonna still happen with the rooster we have already. So we definitely don't need a second rooster. More hens would be better so we can get more eggs.
Zagoo! Oh!
Okay, it has been just a little over an hour and a half. I am going to take my break. It's intermission time. I will be gone for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to take care of myself, please. Feel free to do the same, and if you're watching on playback, feel free to skip. Okay guys, I will be right back. Hello. I am. I am? I have returned. I am back. Don't mix the word have and am, you'll get ham. Um, Let me put on some new music. In case you were muted or something like that while I was away, I am back now. We are going to continue our Not So Berry challenge in just a moment. Just a reminder, we are in Yellow Gen. Also, before we get started, just a reminder that my partner, Ivan, has started streaming. Go check him out at Ivesternator. There's a link to his channel and everything. Please consider giving me a follow and helping him reach affiliate. He's about halfway there on the follower count, so really help him out and really help me out as well. We were both affiliate on Twitch. Because obviously he's my partner, we live together, you know, financially helping him financially helps me, so there you go. Let's go back to our game. We have Hannah home alone right now. Gavin's at work, Amber's at school. Hannah can really do whatever she wants though, because her challenge time and goals and stuff are all completed. I'm actually having some good fun today playing our Not So Berry because, like, I could just focus on the new goals of Yellow Gen, and it's something new to do. Like, Rose was getting a little bit boring. Because those romance goals are so easy to meet. I mean, I guess I could have took it slower, but it's really not that hard to just invite a bunch of people over to your house one by one and, like, get them. I should sing that next time. I should sing that, like, I'm ABBA. Like, I'm a German lady, but I have put on English. Put on English? But I sing in English with an accent. You just did it! For me, it just came up for me, okay? Here's the hippo. There you go. For me, it played the sound alert first, and then it did the hippo thing, so there was a delay. Amber's up to an A student. Good job, Amber. Today's hippos are from a Disney park. I don't know which one or what their names are, but they're from a Disney park. They are not wild. I don't know what Disney park where they have, like, a zoo, but it's okay. It's a little baby hippo and its mom. It's just okay to you? Oops, that's not the button I want. Or this. I like how Gavin is more famous than her, and he's just a writer, and she's the leader of their nation. Like, what? How does that work? Oh, oh, oh! Mom, will you play chess with us? And hopefully lose? Did I give Amber this outfit? I think I did, actually. I remember the sunglasses. Yellow is not my favorite color in the universe. Kaori Rain! Thanks for redeeming Not a Bot. Hi there. Welcome into the Hippo Hut. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, is she really gonna cheat? Amber, you're like super good at chess, you don't need to cheat.
Mech? Oh. Oh, Fanaza.
Mech.
Mabish? Oh.
Mabish?
Yifla.
It's been a cold and dreary day where you are. It's been pretty cold here as well.
Oh.
I think it rained in the morning, if I recall correctly. Level up in logic skill, yes. Oh, did she win the game? Yeah, she won the game. But she's decided to do her homework autonomously. That's fine. Monahara is calling. Oh, they weren't even engaged yet? Okay, so... Mana is Connor's girlfriend. Connor is Hannah's brother. So I found a ring in Connor's bag. I think he's going to propose to me. I don't know what to do. What should I say? Yes, no, ka. Say yes. You're right, of course I should say yes. What was I thinking? Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Okay, so Connor, Hannah's brother, is now officially engaged to the mother of his child. Okay, I'm gonna give it like another minute on the hippo and then take it down. No, you know what? Don't chat with her. Help her with her homework. That'd be a lot better.
Krimbao Vimpa. Yakalau Brogi. Payun Zaragua. Raise. Yasinar Plinarg. Fwanch. Migyona. Bolamai.
Wait, when does Kevin get home? He doesn't get home until 9 o'clock? Oh my god. Okay, bye hippo. Yeah, it's a little quiet. That's better. Amber completed her homework. Fantastic. Okay, we need some more food in this house. Let's try to work on Hannah's gourmet cooking again. Let's do a salad this time. Oh, how are the chickens? I always forget about the chickens. Seem okay. They're probably gonna need food soon, because I don't see any feed on the ground. No, you don't need to do extra credit, Amber. Oh my goodness. She has an A, suddenly she's the perfect student. She never autonomously did her homework and stuff before. Oh. Do we have a handiness book? This is kind of a mess of a UI. With the bookshelf? Not gonna lie. I don't think we have a skill book of any kind. Wait, what was that project? A volcano. I don't think volcanoes give handiness skill. Wait, let's purchase a book. Let's go to... Where are they? Skill? You didn't know, you can buy skill books in bookshelves. Let's buy a handiness book. Level up Amber's handiness with. Oh, it goes in the bookshelf. That's right. I forgot. I thought it went in their inventory. Go read this book, Amber. It's telling me that this has an industrial eco footprint. Well, the joke is on you, game, because we're in Strangerville. Ha 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 ha. Strangerville does not have the eco stuff going on. At least not when you haven't done the mystery. Maybe after you do the mystery it lets you do that stuff. I don't know, but I've never done it before, so... Get thwarted, game. Get thwarted. Oh, Gavin got promoted to novelist. He now makes $115 an hour. He makes an additional 50. That's a huge jump. The heck? He went from $60 an hour to $115 an hour. He makes almost twice as much money. She acquired the fitness skill. What? Did she like stretch or something? Quite the promotion. You suddenly make twice as much money as you used to. Yo, why did you stop? You're not supposed to stop interactions that I told you to do. Wait, she finished the book? Is her skill, like, too high? Oh, I guess she does have level 3. I'll let her go to bed then, I guess. What? Why is Hannah awake? You were only in the yellow. You didn't need to go that bad, lady. Come on. Be friendly with Gavin. Okay, got it. Calm down, cat. Calm down. Okay, not with this cat. I'm taking this cat to the vet. What do you mean, what's wrong? I know what's wrong. The cat is... Make sure about waking up. Okay. Let's do that first. clearly not gonna run away and get pregnant, so I'm really tired of the yowling.
Bibi Kumar. Wa-
My hopes for little kitty babies have been dashed. We're going to travel with the cat in the middle of the night. It's an emergency vet visit to get the cat fixed. In Brindleton Bay, 'cause I only have the default clinic. I wish you didn't have to own the vet to do vet stuff. Like, I wish you could just work there. Sorry about my creaky chair. I'm opening, like, a chocolatey bar thing. Sorry if that's, like, lit up. I would say the chair is, like, old and whatever, but it's not. I've literally owned it since, like, December? November? So it's like a brand new chair. Not only that, like, the retail price of this chair is allegedly like $200. And it already creaks really bad. Thankfully, it was on sale, so didn't pay $200 for it, but I don't know if I believe it anymore. I think they just said that to be like, oh, look at the sale. But really, it's just an $80 chair. It wasn't really on sale. Okay, Aki has been spayed. She will no longer yell at us. Let's go home. I wish I had realized the phone thing when Minty was alive, so I could have given him a green phone. Can the cow plant absorb the essence of possession? From the people who are possessed by the mother plant? Now I want to know. Really bad. What are our neighborhood action plans? We have the juiced community, self-sufficiency, and support the performing arts. That's fine. So it's like midnight. Go bed. Everybody go bed. Okay, she can stay up and eat. Why did I do that? Pardon me. Okay, now that I'm done with that chocolate bar thing, I can be more talkative. I don't know, like, dinner filled me up at the time. But then literally like an hour later. So hungry. What is Harvest Fest? That means no school or work today. That's fine. Hannah, go down here. Let's cook a grand meal. Turkey. Happening. Oh, she's asking advice. Sometimes I just get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. How can I deal with things when I can't even talk it through with someone? How are her things doing? She's good on responsibility. Her conflict resolution is getting good. He wants to bro hug someone? That means we should invite over Connor. For sure. Also, that's another reason that I got Connor with Mana. She is a bro. So I thought if there's any lady that Connor is gonna get with, it's gonna be a bro lady. Unfortunately, she's also evil. But she is a bro, and that's what matters. She's nice to Connor, anyway. Yeah, he can only do a bro hug with another bro. And actually, Gavin being a bro is one of the reasons that I had Hannah marry him, because I thought, okay, he's gonna get along with her brother really well, and that's cute. Yeah, let's invite over, oops, I want the phone, not... Let's invite out to hang out. Oh, Connor just became old? Connor just became old. I wish that when you invite someone over in this game, it could be like in older Sims games where they ask if they could bring somebody else with them. That would be really cool. And then could have brought Mana over with him. I know in The Sims 2 they would do that. I don't remember if they would do it in The Sims 3. But like every time you would first load up Don Lothario in The Sims 2, in that neighborhood that he's in, I can't remember which one it is that calls you, but either Nina or Dina calls you, the twin sisters that he's fooling around with. That one of them calls you to come over, and she asks if it's okay if she brings over a friend, but it's actually her sister, the other sister that he's messing around with, so that like if you say yes, it's to like catch you, get you caught. Yeah, you should totally bro hug Connor. Bro hug. Yeah, that's a bro hug. Be thankful for Connor. Be thankful you have him as a brother-in-law. Connor and Hannah are adopted, for anybody who is new to the channel. That's why they don't look the same. Actually, Connor is of Asian heritage. I don't know what kind, but his name was Connor at the adoption UI, so I didn't change it. I don't like to change kids' names when I adopt them. Oh, she doesn't care about the bread meal. Dang it. Yeah, she's at that age where you take a walk with your cousin. Be thankful for your child. I think that's nice. Oh god, Dad's singing. Somebody help us. He got the singing skill. Is that the first time you've ever sang, Gavin? Okay, where are the gnomes at? Okay, they're all surrounding our fireplace for some reason. This one's kinda cute. Let's try to give him a toy. I don't know what he likes, though. We got 3,400 simoleons in royalties per day. I can bank with those books. Oh my goodness. He broke the TV. He did not like that. He did not like that. Okay. Amber, what are you doing? You're just talking to your dad. Let's try to plead for forgiveness. Oh, now there's garbage? Not doing well with these gnomes. What's going on with the routing right now? That increased her empathy.
Wow.
Okay, it succeeded and he fixed our TV that he broke. Nice. Yeah, be thankful for your Uncle Connor, even though you don't know him that well. He's getting old. He became an elder since the last time that we saw him the other day. Literally the other day, he was an adult. Oh my gosh, I always forget how deep his freaking voice is. He sounds like the devil.
Nima, Lashu, Organoid, Shady Booly Galan, Bonnet Gravi. Oh, Yibs. Bokana.
Yeah, he's a bro, we know that.
Z-Plume.
Ask him about his career.
Bokana.
She doesn't know anything about her uncle. It's kind of weird.
Oh, Yibs.
His voice is like so low that it's scary.
Kenosa Bokana. Urbea. Yishla Snosha.
What? No, we don't want to be a chef. We have a good job already. Okay, we've done everything for Harvest Fest. Let's continue to work on Amber's skills. I think that skill book was like too low, so I'm gonna buy the next one. Which is, and in its volume 2, Sparks are nature's kisses. Learn to wield the power of electricity and craft wooden versions of things that really have no business being made of wood. Oh my goodness. I never read that before. But yeah, if I don't do it through books, getting the handiness skill up is gonna take 5 million years. So, not to plug my own content, you guys, but if you're watching this right now, and you haven't watched, the stream I did yesterday where I ran a sushi bar in The Sims 4, I recommend it. Unfortunately, nobody died from the pufferfish yesterday, but I wasn't actively trying to kill everybody that came into the restaurant. I was just hoping it would happen at some point. But tomorrow I'm gonna redo the sushi bar in a different save file with no people in it that I care about. And I'm just gonna try to kill as many Sims as possible because I'm only gonna serve pufferfish, and I'm gonna make sure my chef is always really bad at their job so that it comes out poor quality as much as possible. Like, as much as I can, I'm only going to serve pufferfish. Like, if it forces me to have a dessert or something that isn't pufferfish, fine, I'll put on, like, one thing. But, like, I know I can set pufferfish as the appetizers, and I know I can set it as main course. And we only need one of each of those things, I'm pretty sure. We might not even need appetizers, I don't know. I haven't played with restaurants for very long, so we'll see how minimalist we can make the menu tomorrow. Because personally, I had a lot of fun running the sushi bar. I don't know if it was that entertaining to watch since nobody died, but I had a lot of fun running it. And I think the sushi bar that I made is really cool. Okay, Amber, wait, why did she stop reading that book? Why is she not reading? Where'd it go? Where did the book go? Questions? I have many of them. Mainly, where did my book go? Did you put the book back in the bookshelf? She did. She never read it. Excuse me. Young miss, I told you to read this skill book, not play video games. You ungrateful teenager. Did she stop because she went in? I think she stopped because she went into this rebellious phase, which is quite ironic. She went into a rebellious phase whilst rebelling against my will. Growing up means rebelling against the old fuddy-duddy's rules. This sim will argue with their parents more often, swear, and procrastinate when doing homework. Well, she never did her homework autonomously before she got an A anyway, so that's not really that much different. And she's going through this book and she's like not getting that much skill? Is the book too advanced for her? I'm really confused. Why is she not gaining any skill? Well, now she's tense. What the what? From reading, alone the words make sense, but together, what? This book is beyond my skill level. Okay. That's weird, because she flew through the first handiness book, which I don't know where that went either. Oh, there it is. She flew through that one. Okay, that book was too advanced for her, apparently. Oh, who's calling? Who's calling now? Dive Club? What the hell is Dive Club? No, I don't even know what that is. What the hell is Dive Club? Where the heck did this come from? Fascinated by the expanse of the ocean, want to explore the mysteries of the deep, dive into action with a club hangout any beach. They like to dive in the ocean. You need skill level 2 or more of fitness. What the fork? Where the hell did this come from? I've never seen that club before. I didn't make that club either. Dive Club? I am so confused where that came from. I've never even seen that icon before in the club options. Let me look at that again. And why is it so pixelated? Like, look at that icon compared to the other icons around it. The quality of it is super bad. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Okay, she got to handiness level 4.
Ugh, paranoid.
Bess Sterling is calling. Do you wish you looked as happy as I do? Well, you have the power. Just send one simoleon to me. Don't delay. Happiness is just a simoleon away. Hang up on this fool. But our telemarketing scam was Click. Okay. Hideko is saying, what's up? One of my friends heard about how great you are. Sure. So, Bess is just a scammer. Got it. I really thought maybe giving her that 1,000 simoleons that one time maybe was okay, but I guess she's just a scammer. Okay, now that we have level 4 handiness, can the other book be read, maybe? Launch or upgrade a rocket 5 times. We're not gonna launch the rocket 5 times. We need to build the rocket first of all. Wait, can we not? We can't build the rocket as a teenager? Mark? Why can't I build the rocket? Do I need to get rocket science skill first? Also, where's that other book? No, that's volume 1. Wait, what? Isn't that volume 1? Who put the... Wait, what? Who put the book away? Who put that book away? Okay, I don't think the book is too advanced for her anymore because there is a skill bar above her head. Oh, did the parents get everything they needed for... No, they did not. Okay. Gavin, you need to eat some turkey. I don't know if it's the only thing in the fridge, so... Game, let me click the button I want. More choices. Thank you. Grab some turkey. She wants to win a game of chess and hug someone. What fabulous goals. Is he still drinking his drink? No. Okay. You can do both. Pretty sure you can drink and eat food? Or, like... Dine out would not work. There we go, yeah. He didn't even take a drink that time, he just picked up his glass and, like, looked at it. You didn't even finish your meal, and it counted for some reason. Okay. Where did the gnomes go? Oh, here they are. They're in the process of teleporting. Let's try to appease this gnome with, a coffee. Even aliens like coffee, right? We'll find out. Yes, he liked the coffee. Okay, did Hannah get everything? Everything but the meal. Okay. There we go. Now, let's focus on... Wait, why did she stop reading? Why did you stop reading? You were gonna get level 5. Where did the book go? What the heck? Did it get put in the bookshelf again? Yo, how did it even get there? There's no bookshelf downstairs. This is not a bookshelf, this is a little hutch thing. In case anybody was wondering what this is. Get that level 5, queen! Who is calling now? Kaylee Ethington. I've been thinking about getting to know Naoki Aito better as a friend. Do you think the two of us should hang out? Do whatever you like, I don't care. Kevin earned 800 simoleons on his holiday? Hooray? Okay, Amber reached handiness level 5. She has a lower chance of electrocution while repairing electronics. She can also perform basic upgrades on kitchen objects, craft large sculptures at the woodworking table, and brag about handiness to other sims. Okay, that was what she needed for this part of the aspiration. Needs to launch or upgrade a rocket 5 times. Why can't I click the rocket right now? Do I need rocket science skill before I can do stuff with it? Somebody's calling Hannah. Diego Lobo wants to be friends with her, apparently. Okay, Amber acquired the rocket science skill. She can now build rockets, upgrade landing stabilizers, and explore space. Okay, yes. You have to have... Or not? The heck? Okay, she has rocket science. It's getting kinda late. Amber can just go to sleep. She does have to go to school on Friday. Yeah, if he gets rocket science skill and then he can build the rocket, then the issue is being a teenager. I don't think I've ever tried to build a rocket with a teenager before, so... Okay, he can now build rockets. Nope, he can't click it either for some reason. I don't understand why I can't click my rocket pad thing and build a rocket. Cause, yeah, if I can't build a rocket, then I can't do Yellow Gen. Oh wow, she was building the rocket science skill faster, I think. Mentally gifted has definitely helped her with stuff. Hannah's awake. Oh, she's gotta go to the bathroom. Harvest Fest was a success for the whole family. Yay. Gavin's awake. The first thing he does when he wakes up is go get a drink. Man totally does not have a problem. None whatsoever. This chickens probably need to be fed. Oh wow, he just stands there right for the fridge drinking it. Okay. Are you okay, Gavin? It's 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning, you're having a tall one. Wait. His toilet is not dirty. He's the neat one. What is she doing? Going to work. She's going to work on her off hours. The plants out here died again. If I hire a professional gardener, won't they just, like, kill the plants? Or, like, dig them up or whatever? Wait, didn't they die before? That means Gavin came out here and planted more begonias in the exact same spots. First of all, it's wild to me that they can plant things autonomously. Like, how does he choose what spot to pick? Oh no, the freaking Bathtub is broken. I say with a sim that has level 5 handiness skill. No more repair person, we're just gonna have Amber repair everything. She's got a max handiness anyway. Go back to bed, Gavin. Hen chick has grown up! What kind of hen did she become? Oh, she's in the coop right now. She became a white hen. We have a black hen and a white hen. We should rename them Salt and Pepper. This one's named Elvira right now. But she could be Pepper and this one could be Salt. I don't know. Name white hen. Elise! That's kind of cute. We're gonna name this one, Snowball. Snowball the chicken. Wait, we have a console? Oh, there it is. I forgot it was there.
Yes. Oh, Blackney. Oh.
Well, she got bored of that fast. Oh my lord. Take a shower. Hannah's still out at the office. Oh my lord. School starts in an hour. Hannah's gotta go to work. She's already at work. Oop. Did she do? Yes. Yeah, I don't know why I can't build the rocket. Do we need to have more space? What's going on? Steampunk fly-a-majig. Is it because it's placed with move objects? Do I need to try to find somewhere not with move objects to place it? 'Cause I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Okay, fix the lag when you go between modes, I'm sure. Yeah, you sure did. I don't think there's... Wait, what? Oh, because the debug trees don't actually count as being there. Let me just see if I can click it or not. I'll delete the tree if I can click it. Yeah, I still can't click it. I don't understand. It's not being a teenager because Gavin can't click it either. That is a legally placed thing. Because the debug object is not getting in the way. I don't understand why it's not letting me click it. Because if I can't use the rocket pad, then I literally can't complete Yellow Gen's part of the challenge. You need to build the rocket and fly to Sixum. That's part of Yellow Gen's thing. If I can't do that, then I literally can't complete the challenge. I don't know if it's a bug or what's going on. If you know what's going on and you're in chat, please let me know. Because I have no clue. I've built the rocket before and not had this issue, so... Wait, what? There was something... I was able to mouse over it and it had like an option, but then it went away. What is going on with this object? Oh great, Hannah just got stuck in the freaking under the stairs. Love it when that happens. No, she shouldn't skip school. She's stuck in the freaking thing game. Calm yourself. Go to school. Okay, voting has started on the neighborhood action plans. Gavin does not work today, so I'm gonna have him go vote on the thing. Okay, I don't like any of these things, but I know there's one that will give astronauts more money. Which one is it? Tech support. Sims working in tech-related career fields such as astronauts will have increased pay if this initiative gets voted in. So I'm going to put all the votes we can into tech support. I'm proposing it. We're trying to get that passed so that Amber will make more money when she is an adult. Okay, he wants to finish writing a book. He needs to make 2 more bestsellers for his aspiration. He also needs to write books for his job and reach logic level 3. Let's write a biography since he recently unlocked that genre. Life in the Court of the Queen of Hearts. Oh wow. That is a title and a half. I'm gonna change the music because it went on to some playlist I don't know. I'm sure it's fine, but I just don't know it. Similar to stuff we already listened to. Hannah needs a new challenge at work. How does she ask the boss? This is from her responsible trait. That's why she's getting these things. But it's really silly when you are a career like the national leader. Like, Your boss would be the people who voted you in, I guess, technically, but... Well, idealistically. Naoki Ito and Kaylee had a blast together, apparently. Fantastic. That does not affect our lives in any way, but we're... good for you guys. Okay, his book's done. It is not a bestseller. What is it? It is normal. Oh my gosh, Gavin hasn't written a normal book in a while. He struggles with the biography genre, apparently. Go sell to publisher. The, yeah. Rough-hewn sword maidens and brawny warrior men. It's a fantasy novel. Let's also publish Life in the Court of the Queen of Hearts. The other one is a bestseller, so we need to hold on to that. Okay, more books, let's go, let's go. What is the one we're holding on to? What genre is that? It's a screenplay. Okay, going to try to get him inspired, I think. Press art. Hopefully it'll work. Rooster Chick is now a fully grown rooster. What does Rooster Chick look like? Oh, he's also a brown rooster. We have 2 brown roosters. How are our chickens doing? They're doing okay right now. What are you cleaning up out here, maid? What are you doing? Oh, is this him leaving? Why does he leave from there? Okay, Gavin is inspired now. What does he want to do? Start writing a new book, mentor someone in writing. Let's start writing another screenplay since we did a bestseller of one. Maybe we'll get another bestseller out of that genre. Twilight Boulevard. Why can't you think of another name for a freaking screenplay, dude? Okay, so we've had Twilight Boulevard. We've had Twilight Avenue. What's something other than, like, street? Not Boulevard Avenue. Frick. I mean, there's Parkway. Twilight Parkway. It's the only thing I can think of, other than that's another name of street. Oh, no. Twilight Lane. That's another name for a street. That's not street. Oh my goodness. So I'll definitely have to Google the thing with the rocket later because I don't get it. But I can focus on her other skills and stuff for now. Okay, he finished his book, his screenplay. It is not a bestseller. What is it? It is excellent. Okay. Hannah earned a raise. She now makes $370 an hour. Amber still has an A in school. What are our skills right now? Level 5 handiness. Do we have to do logic? No, we do handiness and rocket science. So go read that rocket science book some more. She's even focused right now. Oh, the cat needs food. Fill the bowl quickly. Connor is calling to chat. Yeah, let's do that. And then she can go to sleep. What? Lady Vi 13 sheesh, what is that? Did your emote mess up or something? It doesn't show up in my OBS for some reason. Or on my stream manager. Is it a better TTV emote? Or, is that one of her sub emotes? Yeah, it's not showing up for me for some reason. Okay, she's now at rocket science level 3. Apparently, this level 1 skill books go to level 4 in The Sims 4. Which is really weird to me. Gavin, you can go to bed too. The Spice Festival is in town. Oh my. Wait, she's getting food, but she hasn't canceled her reading interaction? Okay, there it goes. Oh, but now she's not eating? But she's holding the plate still? Eat your fish, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ooh, ate fresh.
Someone's calling Hannah. No, we're not taking any new job. Please stop asking. I wish there was some kind of button I could push that was like, don't ask me about this stuff ever again. Because I am so very tired of the phone calls. Like, I get it. My sim has a good reputation. Leave me alone. Upgrade rocket fuel tank. Click on a rocket ship and select expand fuel storage tank under the upgraded category. I'd love to do that. The game would let me click the freaking rocket thing. Do I need to like reset this object? What's the problem? I can shift click it. That didn't do anything. I'm gonna try to Google it right now. Oh, my tablet's about to die. Not fun. Right as I plugged it in, it started powering off. Well, shoot. Let me open a browser. I'm gonna need it to raid out anyway. My tablet decided I'm going to die. Can't click Rocket Sims 4. It autofilled, so apparently this is quite a prevailing issue. Apparently it's a thing for a lot of people since they installed cottage living.
Oh, Arnak, Silver Bees. Oh, Jabin. Yurda. Tamaid. Gosu Shanoi. Pibata Nu.
Garul Yum. Manzonaya Vuya. Krasha. Zomas. Rudavush.
Nonafario Yamisha.
Lava Doy Yip.
Buma Shmisne. Oh, Chori. Gomez Pizot.
Weibo. Chobaba Exenoi. Oh, Weibo. Shabni Brifna.
The rocket not working is a known issue.
Scoofa Exenoi.
Huh. How long has this been an issue? Since July of last year. And they still haven't fixed that? That was literally 7 months ago. Jesus. Okay, your freaking act together, Sims team. There is no way that EA is holding you back from fixing bugs for 7 months. 7 months. This rocket has been having this problem. Wowzers. That's pretty redonkulous, especially when you take into consideration this is a base game item. Can I, like, ask somebody else to start working on the rocket for me? Apparently that's an option you can do. I'm guessing Kelsey got her rocket done before Cottage Living came out. Because I'm pretty sure she got her rocket done in her challenge. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, you guys. I might have to get like a partially completed rocket from Debug or something and see if we can work on it from there, because I literally can't click the rocket base and start working on the rocket. And if I can't complete the rocket, I literally cannot do Yellow Gen for this challenge. Building a rocket and visiting system is a requirement for Yellow Gen. So, that really sucks. That's a huge what the fuck to the Sims team. How do you let something like that be broken for 7 months and you still haven't fixed it? Yikes. Yikes. Like, there are certainly bigger issues with the game, so I can understand if it's never been the top of your priority. But there are probably things in the game that are smaller issues that I've seen get fixed before this. 7 months is a really long time to just allow a bug to be present in your game that you know about and do nothing about it. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up there, and I'm gonna look for somebody to raid out to. Sims team, if you ever do hear that, that is the nicest way I can give that criticism, because holy heck. Let's go find somebody to raid. Oh right, my tablet's freaking dead. I closed my browser. How silly of me. Let's just go onto it real quick, see who's live. Give my browser a moment, it's slow. My computer's slow. We are gonna go raid friend to the channel, Simply Day 94. They are also streaming The Sims 4. They're building something in The Sims 4. Simply Day is a very awesome streamer. She streams Sims. She's also a follower here. She's a member of the Hip Hut community. My computer will work. Do I have that right? Yes, okay. Let's go say hi to her, send some love. If you want to copy this raid message, copy and paste that into the chat when you get over there. And also, when you get over there, if you're on mobile, click her face twice. Or if you're on browser, you can delete the little referral part of the link that the raid will make, and that'll just count you as a real viewer for Simply. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for the Not So Berry Challenge today. I will be back with you tomorrow at the usual time, hopefully. I'm gonna run the sushi bar again, except I'm gonna make it super deadly, hopefully. And we're gonna see how many Sims we can kill in one go. Alright guys, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.